Hello, people, and welcome back to another beer review here with me, Ruku. And I've got a new guest today. Jimbo's in retirement for a little bit, and I've now got Heath Drinks with me. So, yep, he's new to the channel. So yeah, we're here going to be doing a nice beer review for you guys. So yeah, this should be good. Right. So what we got here? It's got loads of water on this. It's so cold. Right, so we're going to be reviewing the Wild Beer Company Bibble, or I think that's how you pronounce it.
Bibble, yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
This is from England and is technically from Somerset. So it's apparently I saw on a can. Bibble means to drink responsibly in old Somerset dialect. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Good bit of information, really. Yeah, 4.2 and it's a 330. So looking forward to this.
A nice sessionable beer.
Exactly.
Have you ever had this one before?
No, this is bullshit. This is first time for me, so I don't know about yourself, but this is definitely first for me.
Not that I remember.
Shuffling it in. Do you know what? That's got a good colour and a good head on that.
It's darker than I expected.
I'm actually really chuffed with that.
I didn't think it was going to be that dark, to be honest. These types of beers are usually a bit lighter. Yeah,
it says a pale ale, big body mosaic hops, but that seems darker than a pale.
Yeah, it does.
Definitely.
It looks darker on my camera, but
yeah. Probably the light doesn't do it justice. Do you know what? I'm not getting much from that.
I'm getting the citrus in it.
Yeah, I've just got like a real freshness to that. It's like, you know what I mean? Like a proper, almost as if it's like a pure beer.
I'm getting tangerine on that.
Yeah, I've got that.
Tangerine, grapefruit, the usual suspects.
Yeah, definitely got grapefruit coming.
I know what you mean. It's not like a strong. It doesn't hit you. Do you know what I mean?
No.
The smell.
Yeah,
it's sort of disappearing as well, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't hang around, does it? It's quite a weak aroma, but
yeah.
I mean, you never know. It might be weak aroma, strong taste. So
yeah, definitely.
Let's crack on, shall we?
Let's have a go. Oh, I needed that. I was thirsty.
It's technically a Monday.
It's not. It's nice. It's got a bit of a bitter taste on it, though. Do you feel that?
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, a bit dry towards the end and a bit bitter.
Yeah, it is quite a dry finish. You can definitely taste like a tangerine-y sort of grapefruit in there, but it sort of finishes a bit dry, actually, for me.
Yeah, I like the body though. The body's really light and it's almost like watery, and it's nice and clean. It's just that end bit. I'm not too happy. Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm like yourself. I don't really go and gravitate towards the bitter. You know. It's nice and light though. Definitely a nice, easy drinking beer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see myself drinking a few of these on a hot day. I mean, I've had this in the fridge for a couple of days now, and it's nice and cold. So these would go down quite nicely.
I mean, this Wild Beer Company, they do a few beers in the range, but certainly I wasn't expecting a beer like this from them, because usually they've got like all different styles of beers, and to me, for them to make something like this is throwing a bit of a curveball.
Right. What sort of beers do they usually do then? Because I don't think I've had anything in there in the Wild Bear range.
Yeah, I've had about 2 or 3 so far. So I've had obviously this one today, the Millionaire Stout that I did with Jim the other day, and I also had their sourdough one, and that was really vile. That was like, couldn't even stomach that. That was just horrible. So yeah, that was like, so you got like a caramel stout that was really nice, good flavour, strong, sweet, everything you need. This I find is a bit bitter towards the finish, and then the sourdough was just completely off.
Yeah.
That stuff was wrong, I tell you.
Yeah, I've tried a couple of sour beers before, and they don't really do it for me. The sours.
No, same here. I can't get my head around them. Why anyone would want a sour is beyond me, but
Yeah,
there's a market there for them.
yeah, definitely. The more I'm drinking this, though, I am starting to get a slight sweetness in there now. The
Yeah,
more it's down, but there is still that bitterness.
yeah.
There.
You get used to it. I think that's what's your taste
Yeah,
buds are getting immune to it. But definitely
yeah,
a sweetness. It's
yeah,
weird. It is
yeah.
weird.
It's quite grassy as well. It smells quite grassy, like sort of like a cucumber as well. You get like a cucumber on it.
I'm not really sure what to make of it, if I'm being honest. I mean, I just there's certain things I like about it, but there's a lot of things I don't like about it.
Yeah,
So for me, I'm really on the fence with this.
yeah. You're right though. It has got a nice body to it, especially with it only being a 4.2%. It
Mm,
feels like it has got a nice body, and it's quite smooth. There's not really much carbonation in it. There's a bit of carbonation, but it's not.
yeah,
It's not really high on the carbonation.
I think I know why. Because on the back here, I've just had a look, and it says it's made with barley malt, oats, hops, and yeast. So the oats would give it the smoothness to it.
Right.
And
Okay.
generally, oats will give a creaminess to it, but I'm not getting any creaminess. I'm just getting a sort of smoothness,
Yeah.
like you mentioned.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why there's probably lack of carbonation.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know the oats would actually give it a less of a carbonation to it.
Not bad lacing, really, but dribs and
Yeah,
drabs here and there.
not sort of sticking to the glass like some drinks do, some beers. It is sort of just rolling down.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say overall it's a good looking beer. The flavours are okay.
Yeah,
I'm not really. I don't know. Maybe I'd buy this again once in a while, but I don't think I'd go mad for this. But
yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. I think it is
definitely,
nice. Yeah, it is a nice beer that occasionally you go and get a few of them, put them in the fridge. There'll be a nice
yeah,
staple beer, but like you said, I don't think it'll ever be like a favourite. It wouldn't
mm,
be like a favourite beer that really stands out. But
yeah, just a
yeah,
nice chill out beer, really, isn't it? Just like
yeah,
one for every now and again. Always having the
yeah.
fridge, like a Budweiser, for example. You've always got a bud in the fridge. No matter what time of year it is, there's always a bud in there.
There's always time for a bud in there. But I did actually have a Coors Light before this. I'll tell you now, this has got more flavour than the Coors
Yeah,
Light.
yeah, that's why it's
Like you
light.
said, yeah, yeah.
So,
Like you said, though,
how would you rate this then? Sort of on a scale, how would you rate this out of 5 or out of 10? How would you rate it?
out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.5
Mm,
for me, for a 6.5, because it's better than it's better than a typical lager, but it just feels like there's something else missing. Do you know what I mean? It
mm,
feels like it could have something else in it to
yeah,
sort of give it that extra, you know.
I would probably give this a 5 because I agree. I'm completely down the middle because, like you said, there's okay flavors there, but nothing really grabs me. Nothing's like really wowing me. Going, cool, wow, that's really nice. It's
Yeah,
just, yeah,
yeah,
average beer. Good flavor, nice and light.
yeah,
Reasonable body, and if I burp, sign of a good beer. And to be fair, I think for what we well, I don't know about yourself, but for what I paid for this, again, reasonable price as well. So I can't really argue on that either.
yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah. I think that's why I
definitely a
gave
5.
it a little bit more than you. I think that's why I
Mm,
gave it a little bit of a higher score because it is accessible. You can get it from most supermarkets, and it's relatively cheap as well for what it is. It's
yeah,
pretty cheap beer, but like you said, I wouldn't go rushing to the supermarket to get it again. But occasionally, you know, if you forget what it tastes like, get a couple again,
yeah,
put them in the fridge.
yeah. I mean, for me, this would be like a summer drink, so I'd be quite happily sat out in the sun drinking this, no problem. But I wouldn't
Yeah,
choose it otherwise. I don't think. So Well, there you go then. A divided
Is it quite
opinion, but we've
floral
come to
about
a
it
nice.
as well?
Huh?
Yeah. I said it's got like a sort of floral sort of finish to it as well, I think. Sort of like a slight floral taste to it.
Mm. Yeah, it's one of those that I think you really need to get used to. Like the more you buy this, the more you drink it. I think you'd really get used to it. I think it's one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Still, we gave it a good, I think, a good result either way. So mixed opinions on this
Yeah,
one.
definitely. It's not a
So
bad
yeah,
beer. It's not a bad.
there it is again, just for Wild Beer Company Bibble
Well,
from
yeah.
Somerset. Right, so there you go, fans. That's it from me, and that's probably going to be it from Heath Drinks as well. So thank you very much, Heath Drinks, for joining me on my channel. Obviously, we will be doing some more beer reviews between the pair of us, and also Jimbo will be coming back on at some point, and hopefully all three of us will merge as well. So be looking good for that. So don't forget, fans, like, comment, subscribe, and join us again for some more beer reviews. And thank you very much for watching.